Hello Internet, and welcome to RetroNick Relics, the retro video game show where I give you my 2-bit opinion on these 8 through 32-bit relics. Usually.
This station is mine!
Yes, today I'm taking a back seat and letting the technology of tomorrow review the games of yesterday. I've asked Chat GPT to write me a review of
TurboGrafx 16 is about to knock video games back into the Stone Age.
That's right, Bonk's Adventure, Hudson's answer to Super Mario on the little engine that could. I took that script and I put it into InVideo AI to produce the video. Clearly, I've had to fix some things, but you can compare and contrast as you watch. Let's see what this future technology thinks of NEC's Stone Age platformer.
Hey there, fellow gamers. Welcome back to the place where we dive into the world of classic gaming. Today we're going back in time to the early 90s with a game that was a headbanger in its own right. It's Bonk's Adventure for the TurboGrafx 16 and PC-Engine. Bonk's Adventure, released in 1989, marked the debut of the lovable caveman Bonk. Known for his giant noggin, this prehistoric protagonist quickly became the mascot for the TurboGrafx 16.
How about another head? Another one? What do I need 3 of them for?
Now, the game has its differences between the US and Japanese versions. In Japan, it's called pc-gengin, and Bonk himself is a bit more expressive. I mean, just look at those animated victory dances. You know the saying, when in doubt, dance it out.
Corporate needs you to find the differences between this picture and this picture. They're the same picture.
In terms of gameplay, it's a side-scrolling platformer. But what sets Bonk's Adventure apart is its unique health system. Instead of lives, you have a gradually shrinking health bar. And when you lose a life, Bonk loses a chunk of his melon. It's like a caveman version of, oops, I did it again.
I wish you weren't a liar.
The power-ups are a hoot too. Eating meat makes Bonk go berserk, turning him into a spinning powerhouse. It's like he's channeling his inner tornado. Now let's talk about the level design. It's creative and colorful, but some stages can be a bit, well, head-scratching. A word of advice, if you find yourself in a tough spot, just use Bonk's head. Literally. The headbutt move is your best friend. It's like the ultimate prehistoric weapon. Move over, T-Rex.
Hold on to your butts.
Ah, and the bosses. They're a mix of bizarre and fun. Giant fish, angry sunflowers, and creepy floating heads. It's like Bonk stumbled into a caveman circus.
No!
And speaking of stumbling, the controls can be a bit clunky at times.
You sit on a throne of lies.
Bonk sometimes feels like he's had one too many fermented berries. But hey, it adds to the charm, right?
You sicken me.
So, the big question, is Bonk's Adventure still worth playing today? Absolutely, it's a classic that's both challenging and goofy. And let's face it, who doesn't want to play as a caveman with a giant head? Well, that's it for today's blast from the past. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more retro gaming content, and let me know in the comments if you've ever tackled the adventures of Bonk. Until next time, happy gaming and keep on bonking.
Well, that wasn't entirely incorrect, but there is definitely room for improvement. I give this artificially intelligent review 4 T800 endoskeletons out of 10.
You're terminated.
Here's a major shout out to my friends over at Retro Game Squad who don't rely on artificial intelligence to produce anything. Check out their podcast where you can hear me babbling on from time to time about more unusually Japanese video games. You can find their show at RetroGameSquad.com or follow them on Twitter with the handle @RetroGameSquad. Also, be sure to check out friend of the show, youtube.com/Vito. Catch his live streams and original comedy bits, like Pepsi for Peace or when he vaped Belle Delphine's bathwater at youtube.com/Vito. You can also listen to the Biggest Problem in the Universe podcast at biggestproblem.show. That's all for today, but please be sure to tune in again to find out what I dig up next time on RetroNick Relics. I'm RetroNick.
And you'd be too if you were me.